Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Teacher Rebecca, and I'm a teacher online for various companies. The primary one being Outschool, and I teach science experiments and math games and a little bit of exploration and getting messy kind of things on Outschool. I have friends who teach all kinds of things on Outschool, and I love that because my children can take classes from my friends as well, doing exercise and art and reading and writing and whatever they need, you can find on there. Hello, Teacher Kelly. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I know I meant to do this on Tuesday, but life just got kind of hectic and I was not here at this time on Tuesday. So we're doing it on Thursday this week. So thanks for sticking around. Okay, we've got a lot of things to talk about today. So every 2 weeks they send out a newsletter. I think it's every 2 weeks now. They send out a newsletter, but then also every 2 weeks they have a town hall meeting in the Outschool Hub. So I just finished watching the town hall. So I will give you a little brief run through of what they said there. But if you want to watch it live, well, okay, not live anymore. If you want to watch the recording of the town hall, I'll send the link down below so you can go watch it if you are in the Outschool Facebook Hub. You can only join that Facebook group if you are an educator on Outschool. So I'll just give you like behind the scenes a little bit of it. But if you want to watch it for real, please go there to hear what they have to say. In case there's something that I said that's unclear of, you can go check them out. But there still could be questions that neither of us have answered. We're just kind of figuring out as we go. So let me show you the big things. We're going to talk about two main things today. We're going to talk about one, the Summer Smash Challenge coming up really soon, how to encourage learners to take your classes and for learners to join the challenge. And we'll talk about that. And then two, what happens in the town hall is not going to stay in the town hall. It's going to come live to you, which includes things that are changing in the classroom of how learners can enroll for classes and what it looks like on their end or what it will look like on their end. So stay tuned for that. So let me show you the email we got recently. And we're not going to talk about everything in there because there's a lot in there, but I will show you what is included in there. Okay, so over here, let me make this a little bit smaller. There we go. We'll go. Okay. I want to make you see. Oh, Dad. Technical difficulties. Here we go. I don't want to ads on my email and stuff like that. Okay. Let's try. What's going to happen with the Summer Smash Challenge? Okay. You are going to label your classes by a hashtag, by certain categories. And learners will want to join one of each category because for every hashtag, every different hashtag they join, they get a $5 Outschool credit. Okay. So you want to have a variety in your classes. This is also going to encourage learners to join a variety of classes. Here we go. It's up there. It's working now. Okay. So how educators can join Outschool Summer Smash Challenge. I'm just going to read this out to you. I did a whole movie last week on the Summer Smash Challenge. When I'm done with this live, I'll hit it with the cards or I'll throw it after this movie or whatever. So you can click it and look at all the fine details. Today, I'm just going to run through a real quick of what it is and then go look at that one for all the fine details. I'll also link this resource, this article down below so you can see it. So we're going to get families to keep learning in the summer. So what it is that families can earn up to 8 unique badges by taking classes and completing activities between May 1st and June 30th in the Summer Smash Challenge. Each badge is worth $5 in Outschool credit. Families can earn each badge once per account. So you know that. So learners who complete the badges will also get a special learner avatar, add to learner profile, so you can show off their badges to friends. So when it says that one badge per account, in my account, I am a parent of some Outschool kiddos, and I've got 2 children who are old enough to be in Outschool. Outschool is for kiddos, learners, ages 3 through 18. So I have a 3-year-old and an almost 7-year-old. How they get so old, I don't know. So they're kind of working together as a team to get these badges. So it's one per family account, not per learner. Just throwing it out there, okay? And there's fine print that you can click here, and you can go over here to know what's included. The big thing is that it's fine print right there, it's so tiny. Okay, the big thing is that it is the kids have to take classes between May 1st, June 30th, and people who are in Asian countries don't qualify. Sorry. That's just what is there. But I can zoom in so you can read it. There. Can you see it now? There we go. So you can just look at it by yourself, okay? So also I went over that in the movie that I'm going to link to later. So how can this benefit me? To summarize, it's going to boost enrollments in your classes. Where do you put the hashtags? You put it in the parent family summary. So you got your title saying my class title, and then you have the description. In this class, we will talk about, there's your parent family summary. At the end of the summary, put hashtag whatever it is, okay? Because you get a lot more letters available in the class summary. Here are the things. Make sure you add the hashtag really soon. They're going to launch this to the parents starting like tomorrow, but which is April 14th. But it's going to start for reals on May 1st. So really make sure you have the hashtags in by May 1st so that you are ready to go and people can search for it. Like I'm thinking they're searchable. So if you go hashtag academic in the little search bar, it'll show you all the ones that have that in their class description. And so you can just look that way. Because as a parent, if my learners want to participate in this, we're only going to take classes that have these badges because we want to get that credit. But once we get the academic credit, then we can take other academic classes because you only get one academic credit per account. So main rule is that it has to have live meetings in May or June or flex sections that begin in May or June. Okay, not like it starts mid-April and it goes till, no, it has to start sometime in May or sometime in June. Classes that will continue to run beyond June are eligible as long as they meet at least once before June 30th. Just, if you have a flex class start mid-June, okay? Each class summary may include one badge hashtag, okay? You can't have more than one. If it fits multiple badge categories, like science and escape rooms, just choose one primary hashtag for that class. You may add hashtags without resubmitting your existing class listings for approval. Just edit it, go in there, add it in, you're fine. If you list any eligible new classes between May 1st and June 30th, just add the hashtag in the class listing submissions. Here are the badge themes and hashtags. Let's run these over real quick. There are 6 of them here. If you're doing a one-on-one class with this math, English, music, language, it's hashtag confidence. If you're teaching a math, English, science, world language, or history classes, it's hashtag academic. If you're doing gaming, D&D, coding, building blocks, or escape room classes, it's hashtag builder. If you're doing life skills, physical fitness, financial literacy, or social clubs, it is hashtag superstar. If you're doing study skills, test prep, or time management classes, you need to do hashtag study. And lastly, if you're doing visual arts, dance, acting, creative writing, or group music classes, do hashtag creative. Hashtags may be listed in upper or lowercase depending on your style preference. So you could do hashtag creative in all lowercase or in all uppercase or with a capital C and then the rest lowercase. So case sensitive. So it doesn't matter how you write it, okay? It's not like it has to be all uppercase. It's how you write is fine as long as you spell it right, okay? Just make sure you spell it right and you put the hashtag in front. That's all. It says they'll announce the challenge to families during the week of April 14th. So be ready to smash your business goals this summer. Start adding hashtags today. Question for you guys, Kelly, and others who are watching now or in the replay. Have you added your hashtags to your parent summary yet? And if so, or if not, what hashtags are you going to be adding? For example, I teach science and math, so I will be using hashtag academic. Part of me wants to see if I can do another one somewhere and start a new class sometime and try another one, but I have to think about what I want to put on that one. I know some people who are going to be doing hashtag creative because they teach art classes. I know one teacher who's going to probably be doing hashtag superstar because she teaches physical fitness. So that's cool. Kelly says, no, I'm not participating too hard with the full-time job. Yeah, either participate or not. What I might do is just, if I'm going to be teaching these classes anyway, I might as well put a hashtag on it, because then I might get 1 or 2 new learners at some point because they'll want to take my class for fun. Now, if you're not planning to teach in May or June, then you don't have to add it in because it'd be too hard to balance it with your job. I totally get it. But if you're going to do a one-time class here or there, or an ongoing class here or there, no harm in throwing it in your class description. Okay, let's move on to the town hall. So I just finished watching this. It has some good information about what is going to be happening in the learner side / parent side. I just screenshot some of their slides of them. But if you want to hear what they have, you can go ahead and go to their town hall as well, so you can see what they have going on. So let me just pull this up, and we can talk about what they did. We did talk about these a little bit in a previous live from me about how learners are no longer being unsubscribed after missing 3 meetings. And here's some of the reasons why. So let me bring this up. I had to throw it to PowerPoint, so it's kind of like, whatever. Let me just, I was almost ready for this live. Can you tell? Okay, let's share this. And I'm going to come over here and share it over here. Yeah, okay, we're going to present this one. How's your guys' day today? Did you teach anything, or are you going to teach something? I want to know. I taught one class for an ESL company this morning. Later on today, I'm going to teach one of my science classes. My ongoing classes have been getting better, which is a nice improvement. I have tried to put out some one-time classes. I've tried to start a few new ongoing sections. No real bites yet. So we'll just see what happens with that. But I do want to know what you're doing. Okay. Hey, Kelly. Or sorry, Kelly's here. And Kathy's here. We both have K's. Hello, Sharp Classes, Gap and Classes to jump in for a few minutes. Thanks for joining, Kathy. You can go back and watch the beginning later on when you have time. No hurries, no worries. Okay. I know this is small. It's kind of screenshot, but let me just kind of walk through what they were talking about in the town hall this week. This is straight from the town hall in the Facebook group. So they noticed that there's a problem in the class formats. Right now, there are 4 formats. There's ongoing, multi-day, one-time, and flex. So it says it creates friction for educators in listing and managing classes and cause confusion for parents who are new to Outschool. Okay. We teachers who've been here for the last 3 or more years, many of us started during the pandemic, know those 4 classes really well. But now they're going to make them a little bit more fluid. Okay, so just know that the rules that we were once taught are starting to change a little bit. So hang on tight, guys and gals. So the solution for this problem is we're going to replace the formats with class attributes that can be mixed and matched and applied to classes as educators choose. So a lot more fluid. Okay, for example, let me share the next screen. The class formats. Right now, okay, see if I can summarize what he said. I'm just going to read this and then I'm going to talk about it, okay? So right now, they're going to change it so the weekly payments options are going to apply for the multi-week non-ongoing classes. So it's going to launch to about 50% of parents right now. So As of last month, this is how it worked. If you were in a multi-day class, one that met for 4 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and was done, it had a start date, it had an end date, it was multi-day. Let's say it was a nice even $10 per lesson. Okay, we're going to use that for an example. Just wait for a quick second. Okay, so it was 10, 10, 10, 10. When you signed up for it, you had to pay $40, and then you're committed to those 4 weeks. Okay, that was how multi-day class used to be. Now they're saying you can pay 1 week at a time, and you can just pay the 10, 10, 10, and 10 to allow more flexibility for people who are like sticker shock, because some classes are like over $100 because you're doing it for the whole semester, or it's $20 a week, or whatever it is. It's a sticker shock. So this way they can do one at a time. Well, then you have people who are like, well, I just want to come for 1 week and then drop. Well, what if you have 3 weeks left? Then the educators are like, I lost my student. Well, next month they're going to allow late enrollments. So they're going to allow people to come in even a week or two, or even all the last week. That's fine too. So allow flexibility for late enrollments. They're going to roll that out too. Okay, so that's next month. They're going to allow the late enrollment options, and they're going to say the class builds or does not build option. Okay. So again, that's the difference. Right now, ongoing classes, since they meet every single week and you subscribe 1 week at a time, they do not build. You do not have to come to class A to get the information for class B or class C. I mean, I kind of reference like, if you are here, we talked about this, but you can jump in any time because you don't have to have prior knowledge. Whereas multi-day classes, you can build, and you can build on top of it itself because you stay with them for 8 weeks, whatever. Now, flexibility. You can do building ongoing or non-building. You can do building multi-day classes or non-building multi-day classes. So you as an educator get to decide how you want to do it. Just pretty please make it clear to the parents, okay? What is expected in that class, because parents might not know that things have changed. And so maybe add it somewhere in the description, say this class builds, so it's important that you come to like these at a row, or say this class does not build, you can jump in any time. Just kind of put that in there. Okay, that's my 2 cents. Later on, we're going to have a class has no end date option. So like I said before, ongoing classes have no end date. They can go on for years and years and years, and you can just recycle the stuff and go back to it. Whereas multi-day class is for 4 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, everybody drops, boom, gone. And then you can decide if you want to repeat those same 4 weeks over again with new students or whatever, because it's multi-day. It could be 4 weeks. It could be a whole semester that's just redone, but there is an end date. Well, later on, there doesn't have to be an end date. We'll have this as an option. So over there in a tiny spot, it shows what it's going to look like when learners, parents, go in to pay for the class. They can pay for the whole class for $170, it looks like on here, or they can pay weekly for $17. So they click the name of the learner, and then they can choose which one. Now, if they do pay weekly, it will be a subscription. So their card will automatically be charged $17 per week every week until the class is done. That way, they don't have to worry about resubmitting it. It's going to be already in there. It's $17 a week for 10 weeks, and then it stops charging it. Or they can say, hey, I got $170 right now. Let's just pay a front. Boom, done. So parents can choose which one they want to do. So that's going to be starting up pretty soon. So you might see in your emails as educators different ways people are going to pay for things. Right now, remember, it's launching to about 50% of the parents. If they like it, they'll launch it to everybody. Okay. The reason why they're doing this is because they've noticed that a lot of parents are unsubscribing from ongoing classes because they're going to be missing a week. And they don't want to pay for a class they're not going to attend. Now, some parents are like, I will pay whatever it is for the week because I want to save my spot. And so they'll stick around for a couple of weeks and then they'll come back. But some of them will unsubscribe saying, oh, we've got a schedule conflict. We'll be out of town or whatever. And then they may or may not resubscribe later. And that happens. And so as you can see here on the ongoing class unsubscribe reasons, the majority of the reason why people are unsubscribing is schedule conflict. The next one is payment issue, like the card got declined. So they're working on that one. Of course, there's other, they got classes not the right fit. Learner was inactive for 3 meetings. They are getting rid of that. So that way, if the learner does miss 3, 4, 5 meetings, they're still in there until the parent chooses to unsubscribe them. The parent doesn't have to worry about, oh no, will my kid be unsubscribed? Do I have to like resubscribe them? They made it really easy to resubscribe, but that's okay. So they're trying to make it easier for parents to get into and stay in ongoing classes. So I don't know, guys, what are the main reasons why your learners stop your ongoing classes? I know for me, it is about schedule conflict. They're out of town, or they might say, hey, sports are starting up soon, so I have to stop for the spring, but I might come back in the summer. So then I know it's like a prolonged thing. But when they say, hey, I'll be out of town this week, you're like, do I refund you? Do I keep you in? What's the policy? It's a little gray area. Well, here they can actually pause their subscription. Really? Yes, they can. Let's see what happens. And I'm going to get to you in a second, Kathy. So they're going to allow the parents to pause their ongoing enrollments. Next month, they're going to be more gracefully handling payment failures. Like, oh, we got to, we can't charge your card for whatever reason. They're going to be a little bit graceful about that. And then later on, they're going to add wait lists to the classes. So I don't know if I can zoom in on this. It's kind of like pixelated, but over there on the right, it shows what happens when they want to pause the enrollment. So this is going to be happening pretty soon. And I want to hear your thoughts about it because I've got mixed feelings about it because I'm a parent and I'm an educator at the same time. So I kind of get to see both sides and I have both feelings. Okay. I got them both. So here it says the pause enrollment and it says, which I can't really read it because it's kind of pixelated on the screenshot as well. But pretty much it says we're going to pause you for these weeks that you're going to click. You're going to click which weeks you be gone. We are going to not charge you for those weeks, but we're not going to save you a spot. So if there's room in this class, when you come back, you will automatically be re-enrolled in this class and you don't have to do anything. If there's not a spot in this class, then you will not be re-enrolled. Okay, so it gives a little bit better for the parents to know, hey, I'm going to go for 1 week. I don't want to pay for this 1 week, but I want to come back. And I don't have to remember to come back to this class. Okay, I get that. From the parent's point of view, it's very convenient. Okay, from the educator's point of view, I got some questions. Okay, my question is, what do the educators get as an email? Do they say it's paused? Do we need to add a spot to our ongoing class so when they come back, if it fills up, they can join in? What are your thoughts on this pause subscription feature? Ooh, I want to know. Let me see what Kathy says. The system seems good for parents, but not great for teachers. I've heard that classes have been defaulting to these options without teachers knowing. Yeah, a lot of them have been defaulting to weekly payments, or I know the pausing is coming up pretty soon. Yeah, a lot of things are like, we're going to do this, but we already did do this. So just heads up that things are starting to change a little bit. And I agree, Kelly. It sounds like ongoing classes and multi-day classes are merging to being almost the exact same thing now. It's not as black and white as it used to be. We used to know multi-day was this, ongoing was this. And it was really nice for educators to do it that way. As a parent, I have to say, can we commit to all 4 weeks of this multi-day class? What if it's a summer class and we are going to be out of town for the 3rd week? Do we even join this class? Is it worth it to pay all, for example, $40 if we're never going to miss class 3 and we're losing out on $10 worth? Okay. Some classes are longer and they're more expensive. So it's more of a, if you miss a week. So you might say, it's not worth it. I'm not going to join in. Well, this way you can kind of have some little flexibility there. If you're going to miss the class, you don't have to pay for that week. Perhaps. Now, I don't know if you can pause for the multi-day classes. Ooh, there's a lot of gray going on. And bear with Outschool for the next couple of months, because as with every pilot program, as with every trial, there's going to be some bumps in the road as we all kind of figure this out a little bit. But we're all kind of figuring it out together. The parents and the educators are all kind of going together. And some educators may not even know this is happening. And so they're going to stick with their old ways, and they might not know what's going on. So they might jump into the Outschool Teacher Hub to talk about it, to see what's happening. Our action items, my action item is to go to my classes and see, okay, what kind of classes am I teaching? Can this build or not build? For the most part, I'm teaching ongoing classes and things that aren't building. So things that they can jump in any time. My math games are just going to reinforce any concept they're learning from kindergarten to first grade. So we might do addition, we might do subtraction, we might do building with base 10. We do all these things that kind of cycle through anyway in our learning, so they can jump in and out at any time. My science experiments, even though I do have like monthly themes, you can jump in and out at any time, because it's not like you have to do this lesson to get that lesson. I might say, hey, were you here a couple weeks ago when we did this? Oh, that's okay if you weren't, that's fine. And then I'll review the concept. So it's no big deal to me. I've never really tried, well, I've tried some multi-day summer camps before, but they haven't been too successful for me. Speaking of summer camps, so you're going to do one? A summer camp, remember, has to meet at least 2 times in a week. And it can be a 1-week summer camp, a 2-week summer camp, or 4-week, it can be whatever. It's a multi-day class. Or it can be an ongoing class if it meets at least twice in the same week. So I might reopen some of my summer camps that I did a couple years ago, which kind of combines some lessons together that creates kind of a science theme, like all about density or all about water. So we do those things. I just have to figure out my schedule for summer. Trying to figure out what am I going to do when I've got 3 kids at home. 3 very young kids at home. Like, I want to teach more. I just don't know how to teach more. Okay, that's pretty much it for this. Let me see if there's anything else in this. Oh, there's one more thing in the town hall. We talked about April and June. So April is Moneymakers Month. And I put on there that if you missed the live class with Lise Cartwright, it was recorded, and it will be available in the Outschool Educator Library in the next few days. I don't think it's available yet, but it's not going to be I don't think it's going to be in the Teacher Hub Facebook group. It's going to be in the library that you can go back and watch later. There'll also be a talent show for learners, and STEAM's coming up. So each month there's going to be something for the learners. There's different events going on. I know that the Summer Smash is the big one, but there's also some free learner events for teens and for kids. Let me just go to the email real quick to kind of show you what is there, because there's a lot going on. I might have to come back another day to do more of this live stuff. Let's see, where did it go? Okay, here it is. So in here, I started this. So here's something for the kids. So you got learner news. We have the schedule of events, the Moneymakers Challenge, Power of Thinking Before Buying, Meet Your Lemonade Day, Business Coach, Raising a Mogul Young Business Leader Panel, How to Pay for College, Ryan's Recycling, and I'm a Mogul, the First Business Plan. So they can do all of these great financing things in April. There's also an elevator pitch contest that you can earn prizes. There's a parent news, so you can unleash your child's entrepreneurial spirit, parent community events, what Black history educators wish we knew, how to choose an elementary school reading tutor, and top 10 books for kids, 10 diverse picks for each age. So I do get the parent email that I can go through to see what I want my learners to do. It's kind of gauged, in my opinion, a lot of these are gauged towards that upper elementary, middle school level. there's not a whole lot that like my 6-year-old will want to join in, and definitely not my 3-year-old. She's like, I don't care about money making. What's money? It's pretty coins. Yay. That's it. So when they get to like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, then they can do a little more with that. Middle school can, they want to find a ways to have their own business and babysitting money or whatever. So that'd be great for some of them, or they can network with different people. So I think I'm going to go now. It's been 30 minutes. I'm talking to you lovely people. If you watch the recording of this video, say hi down below in the comments. I will try to put up the video with the Summer Smash Challenge, where I go through all of the details. And if you want to go back to any previous Outschool emails, come over here so you can see what was going on. And I'd love to have your questions, your input, and I'll see what I can find out for you. Okay? Thanks, Kathy, for coming. Thanks, Kelly, for coming. Thank you, everybody who watches this video. And I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.